The NASCAR Nationwide Series at California. Coverage presented by GoDaddy.com. We are just past the 70-mile mark of the 300 in tonight's race. And there's the man who's led them all so far, Kyle Busch, out in front in that Gibbs Racing 18 Toyota by some 7 seconds over second place Carl Edwards. They're coming up on the first set of pit stops. And as we check out our race recap, well, Kyle, he doesn't really have a whole lot he needs done to this race car.
There, bud, what you got? Still pretty decent. If you want to play with it, maybe you can play with some right front air down on track bar or something. See if you can get more grip to it on these tires. I don't care.
If you want to play with it, Rusty and Brad.
I tell you, he is awful close. There's no doubt about that. I wouldn't play a whole lot. Although, we got to remember one thing now. It's track's getting cooler. The track is going to change. So, I mean, these guys are pretty smart. They're probably going to try to stay up with the racetrack to keep the car going quick.
All I'm going to say is thank goodness we have a pit stop coming up because he is gone. Maybe we'll tighten up the field just a little bit. Carl Edwards has to get up on the wheel, and he usually does. After the first round of pit stops, they'll make their second adjustments as we go on the dark or it gets a little cooler. And I think Carl may be able to run him down, but he's fine.
What's that like to be in that 60 car and watch that 18 sailing away?
Well, right now it means you're second best. That's about it. I mean, he's sitting back. He's probably thinking what he wants to make on the pit stop, the next stop, what kind of changes. And in my mind, this is a fairly short race. These guys need to take a big swing at it and make a bigger change in order to get up in the game.
Well, they're going to have a chance to take a swing at it in about another lap and a half. That's what we're hearing from pit road before Kyle Busch brings that 18 car down the pit lane. So, Doc, we'll set it back up to you with an 8-second lead between first and second. Wow.
Wow, he has opened up. What do I say? He's opened up on the field?
Some kind of can or something.
Yeah, he's opened up a can. Here comes Kevin Harvick, by the way, just taking a third spot away a moment ago from Greg Biffle. Harvick, we mentioned from nearby Bakersfield, has never won at the home racetrack, coming down at 55 miles an hour for her first stop of the day. Headed to you, Shannon.
Doc, California native Kevin Harvick pulls his car into his pit stall. He says he's really strong off the corners. He's just a little bit loose on the track. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment on this 33 car. You see those guys working on the right side right now. Kevin Harvick's guys doing a great job for him as they move around to the left side. Kevin Harvick looking for that first win in that 33 car, hoping to get it here tonight.
You see him on the left side in the 18. So what kind of playing are they going to do? They decided to go a half round down on the track bar, right front air pressure adjustment, and that will be it. He said the car's pretty decent, so he doesn't want to mess with it too much. That's Kyle Busch, guys.
Be hard for me to adjust on that race car. They're just going to put tires on it right now.
Looking at the 29 of Jeff Burton. Remember, his car was real good at the end of the run. They made a wedge adjustment and also an air tire pressure adjustment to snug it up in the first half of the run in a way clean.
And nearly contact there in Leffler coming into pit road, trying to get service on his Toyota. No question here, Andy, with this racetrack and the grip levels you got to put 4 tires every chance you get.
Well, especially under green here too, Doc, because they have to put a full load of fuel, and that takes just about the amount of time that it takes to put 4 tires on. That would not be the time for 2 tires. Here comes Carl Edwards to you, Shannon.
Andy, tight is the condition that Carl Edwards has been fighting all weekend with his 60 car. He's still fighting it on the track here today. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment. Carl Edwards, of course, going for the championship. As you see that wedge, it looks like in that back of the car for Carl Edwards to try to loosen him up a little bit on the racetrack.
These guys would have really liked to have had a caution.
And there's Michael Waltrip sitting backwards in his pit. Facing the wrong direction. The car's looped around, and they're going to have to adjust.
You can service the car like this. As long as he's in the box, he can do that.
Be on the toes, man. I'm in the box. Hit it.
Well, Michael's telling them, pit it. He's in the box. Well, I'd say excuse me for being a little shocked with the way you parked it in here.
Yeah, they don't give style points, but you're in here, so go ahead and put 4 tires on it.
Well, it just throws everybody's rhythm off everything. Yeah. I mean, you're thinking is, you know, well, he's going to have to turn around before we do this.
Before he takes off. Go, 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 go.
That was simple enough.
Yeah, there we go. So Brad Keselowski on the right side of your screen there getting his service.
Let's see if we can show you what happened with Michael Waltrip coming down pit road and how that backwards sequence began.
he got a little congestion here.
Oh, he got clipped.
Oh, yeah. He got hit hard right there.
Brandon Witt, the 61 car.
Yeah, and Brandon Witt's got a lot of damage on the right front as well.
Nice job getting it in the box, though.
Yeah,
give Michael that.
The thing is pit crew's just shocked. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They don't know whether they should go over, whether he should turn around. Everything is backwards. What do you do?
It's unfortunate. Michael was having a good run there. It's going to cost him a lot of time. And I was getting ready to say that these guys really would have loved to have had a caution before this point in time so they could really work on these cars. You see the damage from that contact there. They would really like to have made, if they wanted to put a spring rubber in or take one out. It's hard to do that. You can take it out on a green flag stop, but you really can't put one in, Andy.
Well, a second on a green flag stop costs you a lot of distance, a lot of real estate. When you're under caution, you can just close right back up. You might lose a spot or two, but you're not going to lose, a half a straightaway by making a change like that.
This guy's covering a lot of distance in a hurry, Kyle Busch.
First sequence of pit stops are complete, and Kyle Busch, by the way, has led 41 of 44 laps. Brad Keselowski led 2 laps during pit stops, and Carl Edwards led a lap, while Kyle Busch was on pit road. Back with more from Fontana in just a moment.
Here we go. DJ, don't you play nothing slow.